Hey guys, this is Tauna. Today we're talking about Wizards of the Coast really pushing Magic the Gathering in a great direction for new players and getting new players into Magic, which in my opinion is a really great thing. If you are someone who is, looking to potentially get into Magic or anything like that, now is the best time to start, in my opinion. There is so many really great things coming out soon between, basically the rest of this year. Dusk M, Bloomburrow and Foundations all have some really great things and really great resources for newer players. So let's go through each of them. I'm going to start with Dusk M because this is the one that kind of prompted me to make this video, because I thought it was really great, a really fun thing that they're going to be doing. So what I'm talking about here will take place after September 27th, but a couple great things here. First of all, the buy a box promotion. So if you are looking to, you start playing and you buy something, not just you're not just going to be getting a special, card and stuff. You will now get a collector booster for that. That's really great to encourage people to purchase, boxes of Magic and stuff. I don't think buying boxes is the most cost-effective thing, but it's a great kind of thing. But what we're talking about here are these two things here. So the first one here is welcome decks. So welcome decks originally, the basic idea around them are these small 30-card decks that you can go into your local LGS and you're going to be able to, talk to them about it, say, hey, I'm new to Magic. How can you help me with this? And, can you help introduce me to Magic? And the LGS will have access to these welcome decks. They're essentially two 30-card decks that they're going to be able to whip out for you and basically teach you how to play, whether it's, the local people who are there, who run the store, or other people who are Magic players who are there who would love to probably teach you as well. I don't know about you guys, but my local LGS has some amazing people. If any of you guys are watching this here from Bendigo, from Guff, I love you guys. You're amazing. So these welcome decks are something they used to do. I think the last time they did them was 2020. Where essentially, as I said, they are different decks where you're going to be able to pick them up and be able to essentially play against someone else. And they are relatively straightforward, not super complicated or anything like that. They've got a mixture of, creatures, some spells like instants, and then we've got some enchantments and then some lands. So, some cards that are relatively nice and great, easy way for you to be able to pick up the game. So they're bringing those back with it, which is really nice. I really love that. This part here as well, I think, is really good if you are someone who, is relatively new to the game. In my opinion, the Chaos Sealed drafts are incredibly fun. We went for they had a summer Chaos Sealed draft here in Australia. I think, I don't know if they had it over in the States or not, but it was like a mixture of a whole bunch of different decks. Different sets, and you got to mix them all together and stuff. That's essentially what's happening here, except this time you're going to have 4 Duskmorn ones, and then you're going to have 2 random MTG boosters from, a whole bunch of recent sets that are going to be provided to them from that. I honestly think that this is a really fun, great way to meet new people and be able to kind of, mix and, also just to kind of play the game, as well as the fact that, there's going to be, some special bonuses to kind of go alongside and stuff. It just looks like a really fun thing to do. And I really love that they're kind of bringing this back. The Chaos Sealed events are really fun. So make sure you check that out if your local LGS is going to be, it's just LGS, right? Local is the first letter. All right, so moving on to some other things. So Bloomburrow, actually, no, let's talk about Assassin's Creed, because Assassin's Creed's out right now. The Assassin's Creed set came out with a new starter kit. And honestly, these starter kits are a great way for people to be able to learn and play the game. The last one, there was some last year, there was some from Lord of the Rings and stuff. The new one here from the Assassin's Creed one. If anyone, if you want to get people into the game and they like Assassin's Creed, this is a great way to be able to do it, as well as the fact that these cards aren't awful. Like, there are some good cards in here that you're going to be able to continue using after you potentially, you know, move on from a starter kit. There are, you know, exclusive cards in here too. Looking at, you know, the price of the cards, you know, the new Ezio is pretty good if you're playing like an assassin deck, and Achilles is good too. You know, you're introduced to some more complicated mechanics than you'll probably get into the welcome deck, but these are also relatively cheap, right? Like, this is a two decks in here, 260 card decks, and I think it's like 35 Australian dollars or something. Relatively cheap. You know, great things to, you know, get into, a great way to kind of get into Magic and to be able to teach people Magic and be able to, you know, take it from there and then continue on into other formats if you want to. On that kind of note, Bloomburrow as well is going to have another set, another starter kit. So if you are not interested in Magic, but you're trying to get, you know, your girlfriend, boyfriend, partner, your kids, or, you know, you just, you know, one of your friends or something into Magic, Bloomburrow is going to be coming out with a starter kit as well. And these decks are honestly likely to be decent too, as well as, you know, you've got cute furry otters, you've got cute furry rabbits, you know, lots of great things. You can also, you know, with both of them, you can see down here, they come with redemption codes. So you're going to be able to redeem those. You're going to be able to play with them on the actual, you know, Magic the Gathering arena, which is another great way for people to be able to play and learn about the game. So continuing on from there, so, you know, Assassin's Creed stuff, that's all out right now. Then we've got Bloomburrow going to be coming out next with the starter kits, as well as, you know, they'll probably have some nice events at your local LGS. And then from there, the Duskmorn with the welcome kits, the welcome decks coming back, as well as the Chaos Sealed, which is a great way to be able to get to know people and be able to, you know, get to know the game and stuff. These are relatively kind of low stress kind of situations as well with the Chaos Sealed, because it's just bonkers crazy, right? From there, at the end of the year in November, they're going to be having this new set. So this new Magic the Gathering Foundations is meant to be an entry-level set for people to start the game. It's meant to be, you know, a whole bunch of great products that are going to be not just for, you know, veteran players, but new players and stuff. These cards are going to be standard legal for quite a while. So if you get them, then they're going to be legal for, I think, like the next 5 years until 2029, potentially beyond then as well. You know, some really interesting stuff that you're going to be able to get from this set. As I said, like, it's meant to be, essentially, they looked at it and they're like, hey, how do we make an evergreen core set, as well as, you know, a nice introductory set that people can use to learn to play the game and then continue on from there into becoming veteran players. It's a very nice kind of continuation and kind of helps get people into the game, right? But there's going to be two new products that are going to be coming alongside that. The new one, the beginner box, this is going to come with 10 different little, essentially similar to like the welcome decks that we talked about before, or similar to the old Jumpstart line. These are going to be 10 different mini decks that you're going to take two of those and then shuffle them together, and then from there you can play together. But not just that, it's also meant to have some that are pre-shuffled, some that you, which are the ones you're meant to be opening first, that you will then have a step-by-step written tutorial that you will be able to continue on and be able to, you know, learn the game, learn how the game works and stuff, because Magic is a relatively straightforward game, but also a very intricate game. You know, there's a lot of different interactions that people might not know and stuff. So this will help you be able to learn that, or be able to, you know, teach one of your friends that or whatever. And then there's also going to be the Magic the Gathering Foundation starter collection. So from this, you're going to be getting 200 different cards, which are meant to, you know, introduce you to the game, introduce you to playing and all that kind of stuff. And then from there, you've got this next part here, which is a starter collection. This is a mixture of 350 preset cards that are meant to be designed for beginning players. So between these two sets, you'll be able to take them together. You're going to be able to build decks. These cards in the starter collection are meant to build upon the themes that you will learn about in the actual beginner box. You'll be able to build decks up from there and be able to kind of continue on into becoming a, great Magic the Gathering player. So all up, you're going to have 550 cards between the two of them. Obviously, some of those are going to be lands and stuff, so they're just kind of, relatively easy to get and stuff. But it's potential there's going to be some nice kind of hits from these and, some decent cards too, as well as the fact that these are designed to be relatively cheap to be able to enable people to get on board quickly. This one here is $60 or that's what it's meant to be retailing at. And then the beginner box is meant to be retailing at $30. So really easy ways to be able to get people into the game, as well as get a very beginner kind of starter collection that you can take. And then you can move into whether it's standard, because these, as I said, are meant to be standard legal for quite a while, or take them into whatever format your friends are playing, whatever format is popular in your local game store. Personally, Commander is huge here. So, you can take all of these and play Commander with them and stuff. They're meant to be, because of the fact that they're standard legal, they'll be legal in essentially most formats. So, a really kind of great way to start off with a collection as well as start the game. So, yeah. Within 2024, this is going to be a great area for you guys to great era for you guys to start Magic in. Make sure you let me know down in the comments, and if you guys are a new player or you're looking to start Magic, let me know what videos you'd like to see as well. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Goodbye.